trauma plays a big part of this, and we are still in control. And we have to recognize that, like, the things that have happened in the past are really important to address.
Yeah.
Because if they go unaddressed and they stay unaddressed, they're going to continue to be issues. They're going to give other people generationally a trauma.
Yeah.
So I think that goes back to ownership of all of it.
And that is accountability and ownership is the most important thing. But then that breaks down back to trauma. Why do people struggle, right? And men. Why do men struggle? I find a lot of guys can get the diet and the training knocked down for a period of time, but if they don't start dealing with trauma, and this is why Kevin went back and spoke about accountability and taking ownership.
Yeah.
If you cannot take accountability for your own trauma, your own bullshit, your own baggage, your own things you're carrying behind you that have come from whatever you've done in your life, if you cannot turn around, assess it, look at it, take accountability, don't blame anyone for it, and start letting go of those pieces you're carrying, right? And saying, you know what, I need to start letting go and move forward and not focusing on what I've had back.
Yeah.
Accountability becomes impossible.
Yeah,
Ownership becomes impossible.
For sure.
So that trauma of what you've carried behind you, and I feel a good way to do it is once you enter the realm of figuring out what your body can do, pushing yourself, having some confidence in how you look.
Yeah.
Right. As it might sound superficial as fuck, but when you can take your shirt off, right, and you can stand there and look in the mirror and go, fuck, I don't look bad. I look pretty damn good.
Yeah.
It changes the way you interact with
is
people,
true.
right? All of a sudden, you push your shoulders back, you stand up proud, you talk better, you interact on a level that changes almost night and day. And I could see these changes in you. Like, Kevin came to us, and by no accounts, make no mistake, when Kevin came, it's not as if Kevin was a 300-pound fucking blob. He was a pretty well put together athlete, right? Who was looking to take what he was doing and kind of get into another level, right? And he got into this plan, and within a very short period of time, he got a noticeable difference from dropping 20 to 30 pounds within like 2 months. Yeah. And all of a sudden, changing how people saw him, because all of a sudden they go, oh my God, look at Kevin. Yeah. He was already intimidating. He was already a nice big guy, was in good shape. By no account would I look at him if he walked down the road and go, that's a fella. I go, that's a big guy, a lot of potential. Yeah. That would be my honest opinion. I'll look at that and go, that's a guy with a shit ton of potential, right? It went from a shit ton of potential to here it is. Right. Here is someone who's taken all this and put it together. But my experience with myself and just knowing you for this point is a big reason why I felt, and I want you to dive into this, why I felt that you were able to take that and go, I'm going to fucking take accountability for this, is because what you had started doing long before you and me even became friends, is you started taking accountability for your everything.
Always. That's the athlete in me, and I think, and I know we're going to do a full episode on mental health, but like I have a group of guys that I played college baseball with that all just generally good people, good human beings, and unfortunately several of them, there's I think our count is up to 6 dudes that have struggled with mental health, that a few took their own lives, a few dealt with substance issues and overdoses, who passed away, and some others for other reasons. Anyway, my point of even bringing this up is a group of athletes, right? These are all D1 athletes. Yeah. And of that, let's call the stat, about 20% of us of that era that I played ball in have really lost their battle with mental health. Okay, mm-hmm. And again, we're going to go down a road of mental health at a later time. That's not what this is about. This is about how do you have that many guys that were like elite athletes,
had everything going for them,
everything going for them. You like one guy just recent, like from the outside looking in, had it all. Yep. Like everyone was shocked by what happened with him. How does that go down this path? In my opinion, mm-hmm. is you have 2 choices when shit hits the fan in yourself, in your life, right? Is you can either run from it and point the finger at everybody else.
True.
Or you can take extreme ownership. I think Jocko talks about extreme ownership. I think it's Jocko. You can take extreme ownership and say, all right, let me look in the mirror and let me dive into what's going on. And I'm going to try to, I've always been out to like be the best that I can be no matter what it is I do. That's just always been my philosophy in life. It's a fault to some degree because everything I've ever done, I feel like I have to be the best at it.
There's
But
there's benefits.
there's benefits
to
to that, right? So the idea is, well, what can I be? And so I think men struggle with purpose, and we'll talk about that stuff later too. But it's my pursuit of like just trying to be excellent. Okay. I know I'm not going to be perfect at everything I do. I know I'm not going to be the perfect husband, the perfect father, perfect in business. I'm going to screw up. But why can't I strive to be perfect? Right? Why can't I strive to be the best version of myself I could be? Like I remember when I would see, and there's a, like, again, I don't want to get too far around this topic, but like I would see other men that were happy and go lucky, and I was like, what is it that they have that I don't? Like, why am I not happy? And there's a lot of background trauma that I won't go into right at this moment, but the idea would be I would look at other people and go, well, I want that. I want what they have. And I would piece things from each of these people. Like in my eyes, the people that are listening right now, they're here because they want to be better themselves. And so there's something that we bring to them that helps them to get better. And I think it's extreme ownership, it's extreme accountability, and then you have to take action to be better.